Hey, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to Life Mastery Decoded, where I help you decode the struggles in your life in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and spirituality with mind mastery, emotional management, and meditation. Welcome to today's podcast. It's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to today's episode where I hope I am finding you completely in love. If you're not completely in love, then it is my intention that in today's podcast, I give you one nugget of inspiration towards your transformation. So first off, happy Valentine's Day. I am excited to bring to you this particular episode because though love is not the highest vibration frequency, love is something we're always searching for. And in many different forms, we're searching for love and acceptance. We're searching for love and understanding. We're searching for that loving, sensual touch. We're searching for patience and gratitude. And for someone to look us in the eye and be real with us and say, I love you. And so first off, let me wish you a happy Valentine's Day. And let me also utter the words to you that I want you to receive. These words, I love you. And I want you to think for a moment, not of the things that you dislike about yourself, which so many times we as women get into this funk and we dig on ourselves and we attack ourselves. But I want you to think about the wonderful things about you, the wonderful beauty that lies within, that lies just beneath the surface of your limiting beliefs. The beliefs about you that you are not worthy of love. The beliefs about you that you are not deserving of love. And the beliefs about you that keep you down, that keep you buried in the ground of turmoil and confusion and complaint about you, your life, your past, your relationships, your body, your job, your money, your where you are so far in your life. Let's just step out of that. Step out of that ring for a moment. Stand outside of those complaints and those limiting beliefs and look at the true you, which is deserving, which is worthy, which is enough. So in this Valentine's Day, if you're listening to this on Valentine's Day, that I hope that you will join me on this journey of bringing about self-love in this way that you learn to love yourself with healthy boundaries, healthy habits, and a life full of joy. So before we get started, as always, I'd like for you to have a notebook or a journal nearby, because I think that it's important as you have these epiphanies and you're working with yourself in this capacity to bring about self-love, that you have something to write down. You have a space to jot things down. Of course, you can always pause the podcast, but I think as you have epiphanies, it's important to have something nearby to jot down some notes. We've talked about self-care. We've talked about in other podcasts where I've talked about self-care is not self-love is not selfish. Self-love is a healthy love for yourself. It is a healthy dose of self-respect and healthy boundaries and a healthy lifestyle, and whatever that means, in being able to truly take care of yourself to the capacity that which it feels good to you, that which it feels like I just love this person, and so I do the very best I can with the knowledge that I have to take care of this person. And that is you. You are on this planet. You came into this planet alone. You will leave this planet alone. You might as well enjoy as many moments as you can. So, first of all, we're going to talk about self-care. Self-care is just that. It is taking care of yourself. And when I say yourself, I want that to be in two words. That's the you that is here on this planet, yourself, which is everything that is contained within your physical body. And that's also your environment. That's your experience. And when I say your experience, I mean your physical existence, your experience, the circumstances, situations, and outcomes that show up in your life. That's your physical reality, okay? And when I say self-care, I mean putting yourself on somewhere, preferably at the top of the list, that says, you know what, I need to do this thing right now to take care of myself so I can feel good. Now, that also doesn't mean that things or people that are in your care, like children or even adults that are in your care, get neglected in order for you to care for yourself. That is where it turns to selfish. I want this to be where you are filling your own bucket, where you are taking the time to do things on purpose, with purpose, to fill in your bucket, and then you're able to share the contents of your bucket. So self-care, that is enjoying a bath. Now, this could all be spa type things, but it also could be enjoying things that you enjoy. I just got a guitar for Christmas this past year, and I'm not good at it at all, but I absolutely love it. I love the sound of it. I love holding it. I love that it's mine. And I love playing it simply because it brings me joy. But I can't play any tune. I can't really do anything, but it's fun to explore. It brings me joy. My podcast brings me joy. I'm not going to the spa and getting my nails done. I'm not, going and getting a massage, but I'm doing things. I'm looking around my environment, my current environment. I'm saying, what can I do that will bring me joy? I love Harry Potter. So I have some Harry Potter collectibles and Harry Potter Legos. I love looking at them and rearranging the scene. It brings me joy. I collect books, mostly personal development books, but I have a ton of books, and I love to dust and organize them and put them according to category and or topic. And I love doing that because it brings me joy. On your sheet of paper in your journal, what do you do? What are the things that you love that bring you joy? What are those things? And write those down on a list. So when you are feeling a little bit low, you can pull things from this list, or you simply can be present with the idea and the purpose of, I want to feel joy. What can I do in this moment? I want to bring more joy into my life. What can I do in this moment? What do I have time for? And I will tell you, when it comes to sitting down at the computer and making posts and reaching out to my Facebook groups and doing things in our storefront and on our online store and stuff like that, I get overwhelmed almost as soon as I sit down at the computer. I get immediately overwhelmed. And so I stop and I go, okay, I recognize that feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed. So I get up and I move my body, which helps to disperse that energy of overwhelm. Is a very fast-paced energy. So I move my body. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast, because I'm always up and pacing when I do a podcast. Or I'm going to go downstairs and walk on the treadmill, or I'm going to go ride a bike. I have a spin bike downstairs, or of course I've got a couple of bikes. If it's nice out. Today it's -4, so it's not bike riding worthy. But anyway, I'll go and move my body, and then I'll try it again. And if I still feel overwhelmed, then what I'll do is I will do something that's calmer and do something else. I'll play the guitar. I'll listen to some music. I have an Indian flute. Maybe I'll play that. Things that just kind of feel good. Light some incense and try to get grounded, because in overwhelm, your energy is moving up. So anyway, I'll try to do some of those things, and I'll keep trying. If it still doesn't work, I'll set a timer. I'm just going to work at the computer for 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, and see if I can just do one thing. And I focus on one thing, I get that one thing done, and then I get up and I move on. But it's only 5 or 10 minutes here and there. You'll be able to do the same thing. That is a way of you taking care of the contents of your bucket. You taking care by being aware and putting self-care at the top of the list. I really need to take a nap. I really need to go for a walk. I really need to write in my journal. I really need to work out. I really would like to go get a massage. Anything that brings you joy, that fills your bucket, falls under the category of self-care. The next thing is interconnection. This is connecting with a bigger part of you. This is connecting with your spirit or God or source energy. It's connecting with the soul-searching part of you that is constantly yearning for your attention. This is making our intuition bigger and brighter and more pronounced in our lives. And in order to do that, we have to be quiet. We have to sit in silence and listen to the voices. We have to sit in silence and listen to those energetic nudges that move us forward, that light the path up for us. If we are not willing to sit in silence, then you are going through this world in the ego, which is this conscious awareness of the physical reality, neglecting this spiritual reality that really can open the path for you. So finding that time, again, setting a timer, sitting quietly and just pondering. Go sit outside in your deck or on your deck in the sunshine. Look out the window at this beautiful, snowy, sunny day. Walk your dogs, but do it in silence. Or meditate, or use mala beads. Anything that just focuses your mind in the quiet. The answers are in the quiet. The next is to be gracious. That is being patient with yourself and being kind to yourself. This proves what we do when we love somebody is we are patient. When our 4-year-old son or daughter is throwing a fit because they can't tie their shoes or they can't zip their zipper, is that we are patient with them. We're gracious with them while they are learning a new skill. Right now, in this day in your life, this could be a very brand new skill for you. If you're still listening to this episode, this is something that's new to you. So I'm going to ask that you just be kind, that you be patient, that you just sit back and allow yourself to the bumps and bruises that go along the way when we are learning something new, and become present with yourself, but kind to yourself. When you have made some mistakes along the way, and you've gotten to a point in your life and you're like really upset that if I would have turned left back there, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Learn the lesson, but be kind. Don't be demeaning and demoralizing. Don't kick yourself while you're down. Change what you need to change. Empower yourself. Make those changes. Get the education that you need to implement those changes, and then take action. Little bits here and there while you're patient with yourself. The next is practicing gratitude. You can use a journal, or you can just use a very present moment list in your mind that says, what am I grateful for today? And I like to couple this with receiving. What am I receiving today? So gratitude is outward energy. That's yang energy. So that is the energy that goes out before you're giving gratitude towards somebody or something for something that you've received, is to receive it first. Feel the energy of receiving the thing that you're receiving. Like, I'm standing in my living room, of course, walking back and forth. I have these 2 big giant windows, and I'm looking out into the front yard. It's -4 today. It's very, very cold. The dogs are here looking out the window, and it's a beautiful sunny day. We got several inches of snow last night. The front yard is just pristine. It's just beautiful, fresh fallen snow, and the sun is shining. It's my favorite day. I'm not sure. It is just a beautiful, gorgeous day. The trees have snow on them. The snow is even glistening a little bit in the sun. And I want to receive that beauty. Before then, I thank the universe for such a beautiful day. And I can do this throughout the day. But being in gratitude, it fills you up. And actually, even though this podcast is about self-love and happy Valentine's Day and creating a loving you, that gratitude is a higher frequency. So receive this as you look outside and you receive this beautiful day. As you receive it, I can feel my heart warming up from it. And then from there, I would say, thank you for giving me such a beautiful day. And when I say giving me, you know why it's giving me a beautiful day? Because I'm the one who's recognizing it. My neighbor might not even recognize it. My neighbor might be complaining about money or his job or his work or his kids. He might not recognize that today is a beautiful day. So I want to receive this day. And I do that by feeling the energy of what it is. So starting a journal or a conversation with somebody who would do this with you. You can do it in our Lady Rising group. We're all talking about what we're receiving and what we're grateful for. It would be an easy post. At the end of the day, you write the title of the post, I am receiving, or what I received today, or what I'm grateful for, and list all of those things. That's a very safe environment to do that and to be able to write it down. And we're on our phones at night anyway, right? I mean, we're always laying in bed. Why not, instead of posting or liking or sharing, but commenting, is make a post about the things that you're receiving and what you're grateful for. The next is to give yourself specific time. I talked about this just a second ago, but to give yourself specific time to just do things that bring you joy, but also to be in the present moment of it. So after the podcast, I might pick up my guitar and play a little bit, or learn a song that I'm kind of working on right now, or work through some things. But I want to be in the present moment so I can feel the joy of the thing that I chose that brings me joy. When I go rock climbing, I love rock climbing so much. And when I'm there, I don't always get in that present moment. I get in this kind of focus about what the route is and what the next hold is going to be, and how difficult the route is, and if I'm going to be able to achieve it. But I want to make sure that if I'm there and this is something I'm doing that is the result is I want to feel joy, is that I need to be in joy. So don't get so ultra focused that you lose the focus of the emotional creation that you're wanting. And so being present, and that is so huge. But I think with these activities, if you can implement them on somewhat of a regular basis here and there, kind of scatter them throughout your day, throughout your week, going forward, and being gracious with yourself as you are learning something new, is to put these in your day, and I know that you will create some self-love. So if you are feeling your bucket is empty and you're continuing to live in the mental world and you're just going and going and going and you're emptying your bucket all over the place on everybody, these things will help you to get there. And I hope that you'll join me in our Lady Rising group and our Sister Circle. Twice a month we meet. Our Sister Circle calls are an hour long via Zoom, and we get to share on different topics, and we get to be in this supportive community, the supportive environment with other women who are on a similar journey. We're all learning the same tools, but we're applying them differently because we're all at different stages in our lives. So I hope that you'll join me in this Sister Circle, in this community where you will be supported and you will be held in the space. And as you are held in the space and your bucket becomes full and you become stronger, is that then you can do the same for others. So check us out on Facebook, go to Lady Rising, tell on the membership questions, tell me that you heard about this group from my podcast. So I hope to see you. And again, happy Valentine's Day. If you liked this episode and look forward to future episodes, please consider making a small monthly donation to help support this podcast. If you are looking for a community to join and have more access to me, then consider one of the following platforms. Chakras for Beginners is an energy-based community that is highly active and growing every day. Lady Rising is a sistership community where the focus is on spiritual support and connection. We hold monthly calls and talk about topics such as today's episode. We also have an online store where you can meet your meditation and chakra needs with products for your journey. You can visit us at www.themeditationroomtc.com. Thank you for joining me and being a valued listener.